excited that my stylist, new salon owner, Gary Gerard, is here. Hey, Gary.
Hello.
How are you?
I am doing well.
Oh, I'm so excited about this conversation we're about to have.
Me too. Me too.
First of all, thank you for making this happen and the way you made it happen. Thank
Most
you.
definitely.
But you don't just do this one time when I'm on TV. You do it week after week, and not just for me. Do you know about how many clients you have now?
Oh goodness. Let's say weekly. I'm gonna say at least 30 clients, 30 to 35 clients.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you got about 150 a month.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome,
it's growing
and
rapidly.
probably more.
Yeah, it's growing rapidly.
It's growing rapidly. And let me tell you why it's growing rapidly. I heard through the grapevine by way of me visiting your shop this morning and previous weeks that you're a salon owner now.
I am a new salon owner.
Awesome, awesome. Let's
Yes,
talk about that. What's
yes.
the name of
The
it?
Experience Salon by Gary Gerard.
The Experience
The
Salon by
Experience
Gary
Salon.
Gerard.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's
Yes.
spell Gerard because everybody doesn't know how to spell it.
It is GEREAU.
G-E-R-E-A-U.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And where is it located?
It's located in Jackson, Tennessee.
What's the exact address
It
there?
is 620 Old Hickory Boulevard.
You know, I've never known the address. I just know how to get there. 620 Old
Yes.
Hickory Boulevard. And that's
Yes.
really not far from Memphis and surrounding areas because we drive for what we want.
Most definitely.
And you're worth the drive.
I'm worth the
I'm
drive.
like the furniture guy. You are worth the drive, honey.
Thank you.
I'm here to say you really are. And I love the fact that even this morning when I walked into your salon, the music, the soft jazz, the ambiance.
Yes.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. Now let's talk about how long have you had this salon?
I've had this salon since August the 15th.
August the 15th. Wow. Just a couple of months.
Just a couple of months.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about what brought you to this point. How long have you been doing hair?
I've been doing hair for 12 years.
12 years.
12 years. I started really early.
So this was not an overnight
This
process.
was not an overnight process at all.
Wow.
No.
Okay. First of all, before we take a journey through your process, what made you say now is the time? Were you just ready? Had you saved up a lot of money?
I just knew that it was so time because vision was coming like so fast, and I just knew it was time to push. I was like a woman carried a baby, and I just knew it was time to push.
Wow. Your due date had
My
come.
due date has come.
I
just
love
knew.
it. I love it. I love it. So you just knew. Did you pray about it a long time? Did you fast? Did you go to your pastors? What helped you to say this is it? I know you knew it, but a lot of people say they know it, and then all of a sudden they don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So what kind of sealed the deal for you?
I got frustrated where I was.
Oh.
I got frustrated where I was
That's
because
awesome.
where I was, I felt like it was too small,
Okay.
and where I was, I felt like that it couldn't hold who I was as an individual, as a person.
You know, that's revelation right
So
there.
much.
And there are a lot of people watching, or there are a lot of you all watching, and you're too small for where you are. And what did you just say? Too small to
Too small.
that
to-
the
yeah,
space would not even
it
hold
wouldn't
you
hold me.
anymore.
Yeah.
And the space may not be holding you, and you're frustrated. So you need to follow this interview. I'm telling you, it's going to take you somewhere. Okay. Pastor, you had a leader who supported you.
Yes, most definitely.
Or leaders, because you have a
Yes.
husband and wife team.
Yes.
You want to give them a shout out?
Yes, great big shout out
Okay.
to Pastor Danny and Rhonda Pettigrew.
Awesome.
Amazing leaders, amazing.
Awesome,
leaders.
awesome.
Yes.
And I was telling somebody today, I don't know, no, it was someone else I was telling, you all seem to reproduce a lot of entrepreneurs in your ministry.
Most definitely.
There's an anointing for that.
There is a grace and there's an anointing that rests upon Destiny Church of Jackson for entrepreneurs of all sorts, and we are really thriving. We're thriving. We believe what we see.
Yeah.
And we believe the word of the Lord, that the word works.
Yes.
Vision works.
Yes.
And we trust it.
Absolutely. And you all work the
We
vision.
work the vision.
I love it. I love it. So that's just a little plug for Destiny Church of Jackson. I love to always include leadership in our interviews. Now let's rewind the tape a little bit. Okay, let's talk about how you got started even in this industry, because a lot of people don't even know how to get started, let alone own something.
Right.
But they're just like, but how do I start? How do I know? Because you're multi-talented.
Most
And a
definitely.
lot of multi-talented people are all over the
All
place.
over the place.
Because I used to be one of those people before I learned better. So how did you decide, okay, hair is where I want to focus?
Hair, I found out that I really want to do this. First of all, I never intended on going to beauty school at all.
Really?
Yes, I was the type, I didn't like high school.
Okay.
And I
A lot of
did
people can
everything.
relate to that.
Yes, and I was the type that just teach me what I needed to know so I can make some money.
Okay.
That's all I need to know. I don't need
Wow,
the extra. I don't
okay.
need all of that. So I decided to take cosmetology course
Okay.
my freshman year of high school.
Wow.
Didn't know anything about hair at all. I just took
Okay.
it because it was an easy grade, and it was one of the
Wow.
easiest paths for me to take in high
Okay.
school. So I wanted kind of my way to be easy. So I took that course, and I can say maybe 6 months into that course, I began to develop a passion for it, and it seemed like everything that they were teaching me when it comes to how to hold a Marcel iron or how to cut or how to roller set the hair.
Wow.
Everything flowed out of me and unfolded naturally. And so people kept asking, "Are you sure this is
Wow.
nothing that you know wanted to do?" And I can
So
just
you took the course,
I took the course,
but didn't want to do it.
I didn't want to do it.
That's a whole lot of people. You were on a path, but you didn't want that path.
I did not want that path.
What did you want?
You know what? For
Or
some
what did
reason,
you think you wanted?
I really don't know what I wanted.
You just didn't think that was what you
I
wanted.
didn't think that was it.
Wow. So when did the shift come?
The shift came, matter of fact, I believe in that year time. In
Okay.
that year time, by
Okay.
that time I started developing a strong passion for hair. I got involved in hair shows. Eventually, when I got a chance to see a lot of Cool C, those that are in the hair industry know about Cool C or Big Bad D. These are hair legends that we used
Okay.
to see in the hair magazines. And I
Okay.
was like, okay, these are guys that are actually in here doing this thing. They
Right.
doing hair in snakeskin suits and all this kind of stuff. So it was really cool. So I really
Yeah.
wanted to get more involved in that. And so I never did just get off the path. I stayed on it.
Wow. So you educated, you educated yourself,
Mhm.
and you stayed the course.
Stayed the course.
You didn't jump off just because you feel like that's not what you wanted to do.
Right.
Because so many times entrepreneurs do that. They jump here, they jump there. But you stayed the course and developed a passion.
I did. And I stayed the course in spite of those that was around me that said I couldn't do it.
Wow. Let's talk about that. Because I'm the queen of talking about naysayers. Throat is a little dry. That's why I'm glad it's my own show. I can drink some water. But, okay, let's talk about that. Let's pause right here and talk about naysayers. Because most people stop when people don't like them, don't believe in them,
Yes.
don't know the vision that you've been given.
Yes.
How did you overcome the naysayers?
I overcame the naysayers eventually. I didn't do it at once.
Okay.
Because when I started hearing it, it started to slow the process of me wanting to become.
So it did affect you at
It did
first.
affect me.
Okay.
Because I never did get free from people.
Okay, hold that thought, because that's going to preach in just a minute. Okay, so you're saying that the naysayers bothered you,
It bothered
taunted
me.
you.
Yes.
You were affected by it at first. And that's
Yes.
just real.
Yes.
But how did you overcome that?
I overcame it because eventually I started having a support system. And
So important.
it's so important
So
to have a
important.
support system.
Yeah.
And they were, like I said, they were my support system. They were my, you can do it. They were my,
Yeah.
doesn't matter what they say.
Yeah.
They were my, you can practice on me.
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
And so all of that together just put some more fuel behind me.
So
to
you-
push me.
So you educated yourself.
Educated myself.
You stayed the course even though it wasn't what you thought you wanted at first.
Yes.
You realized you had naysayers.
Mm-hmm.
You went through the effect of the naysayers.
Yes.
But you overcame them through a support system.
Yes.
See, we following you. We following you. Because, see, you're helping us. Because sometimes we want to stop. We want to stop at what we don't like. We want to stop at what they don't like.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
And a lot of us get stuck because a lot of us are stuck and we're afraid. It's because we're basing our vision off on if somebody else really will believe it
Yeah,
to the capacity that we believe it.
absolutely.
And the moment that they say, "No, I don't think that's for you," is the moment we think we need to go back to the drawing
We
board.
freeze up.
Right, we freeze
stop.
up, we get
We
stuck.
throw it away.
Yes.
Oh, well, I can't do it. So you are the example of a person moving in spite of.
Most definitely.
You were not even fully sure of your own path.
Mm-mm.
But you knew that you had tapped into something that was going to lead you into your greatness, and you were able to keep moving. Let's talk about this support system. Before we go into the part that's going to lead us into your being a salon owner right now, how did you develop a support system? Because a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Right. You know what? I really believe that whatever you need needs you. And I say that.
Say that again.
Whatever you need needs you.
That's awesome. That is absolutely
I didn't even have to look for a support system. They found me.
Wow.
And when they found me, I knew it from the inside that these people are for me.
Wow. You kind of knew how to sort out
I knew how to sort
and
out.
weed out.
And weed out.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And you know, okay, this person is not what I need right now. And then there are different support systems for different seasons.
Yes.
Yeah, of our lives. You may have 2 people over here for this season, and as you grow, you've got 5 over here. So that's so powerful. And it brought you to the point of saying, I'm going to go into a salon and I'm going to work.
Most definitely.
And you worked hard for 12 years.
For 12 years, I had a mentor.
So important.
I had a mentor, and I chased her down like my life depended on it.
And you know, that's so important. That is so important. Y'all, we need to chase our mentors down.
Chase
like
them down.
Our lives depend on it.
Chase them down.
Because that's so, they have something you don't have.
Yes.
They have what you need, and that person was willing to impart it. Even if it's someone you see on TV or hear on the radio,
Yes.
or you follow on Facebook, find someone who's there.
Yes, I studied
Yeah.
them.
Wow.
I studied them, even down
you put
to the
your
show.
work in.
I
You
put my
your
work in.
You put your work in.
Yes.
Wow. And were they always people you knew?
You know what? Some were and some weren't.
Okay.
Some didn't even know that was my mentor.
Yeah.
It was
see, that's
mentor
important.
far off.
Because a lot of people say, I don't know anybody who
Right.
will help me. You don't have to know them.
You do not.
You know their product, you know their greatness,
Yep.
and you follow their journey.
Follow
and
their
that's
journey.
what you did.
Yeah, most definitely. They
Wow.
were my examples.
They were your
were my
examples.
examples.
So everybody watching, you got to find an example. You got to find a mentor. I am so loving this interview, Gary. You know, you've been featured on my radio show. In fact, you are featured weekly, every Wednesday on my radio show. And what I love about you is that you have a flow, and we have a vision connection.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm so excited about coming back, telling everybody the part 2 of your journey and how the Experience Salon really came to be, and how you made that transition from working in a salon.
Yes.
Yeah, for 12 years.
12
that's
years.
That's a decade plus 2 years.
Yes.
Into saying it's time for me to own something.
Yes.
You know, and I'm saying to those of you who are watching, somebody needs to understand it's time for you to own something. It may be 3 years down the road, maybe you're working towards that, but what I know for sure for you, it's time to position yourself to own something. I can't wait for you to stay with me, and we're going to come back with Gary, and we're going to really find out, okay, how did he become a salon owner? Did he have a lot of money? Were there naysayers when he decided to own his own business? How did he overcome his fears? Because a lot of times, many of you all will not do it because you're fearful. But I have a slight inkling that Gary went in spite of his fear. So stay with me. I am so glad that you decided to tune in to Hot Chocolate all over the world. Stay with us.
Hi.
Hi. Patience. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
TTEN.
So glad that you decided to stay with us, or maybe you're just joining us. But I'm Hot Chocolate, and we're talking to Gary Girard. He is a new business owner, owning his own salon, and he's helping us to understand the journey of ownership. And I'm sure there's something you're going to hear, you're going to see today that's going to challenge you to get up and make greatness happen, because it's in you. Gary, your story is so compelling,
Wow.
because I've just watched you for what, 3-4 years now, and I've seen the transition. But to know that there were about 8 years prior to that,
Yes.
yeah, that brought you to that point,
Most definitely.
it's just so encouraging. So you were talking about before the break how people were there for you, mentors, support systems were there. Now you have pastors and leaders who are there along with. I'm sure you had them at that time as well, because we have different people for different seasons, as I
Yes.
said before. So you worked in a salon.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a time, being self-employed, that you said, I want to quit and get a 9-to-5?
Most definitely. And matter of fact, I did quit.
Wow.
I did quit.
Okay.
And I went and worked other jobs.
Wow.
And how long did I last?
Not long.
1 week.
I didn't know it was that short. Yeah, that's not long at all. Wow.
I
Did you
quit.
feel like you needed more steady money, steady
I
income?
felt like I needed more steady income, most definitely,
Mhm.
and it wasn't moving as fast as I saw that I knew it could move.
That's what happens to most of us, because we want to see it. You know, we want to see it. We look at somebody else who's successful, but we don't know the price they had to pay.
Most definitely.
So after a week of going into the regular workforce,
right.
you decided that wasn't for you.
Regular workforce made me come to my senses really quick.
Okay. Okay.
It made me come to my senses really quick because even though I went in and did a clock-in job, there was still something on the inside of me that was still burning and saying that you got to make this happen.
Wow.
You got to make it happen. And I started in my mom's house.
Wow.
She kicked me out of the house,
Okay.
pushed me to the shed.
Wow.
I turned the shed into a beauty shop.
Okay, you started doing hair in your mama's house.
Yes.
She kicked you out of the house into the shed.
To the shed.
I love it. And from the shed,
From the shed, I went to a salon to work for somebody.
salon. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so you've been working in salons ever since.
Ever since.
Tell us about, was it always good?
It was not always good.
Okay.
It wasn't always good. And the reason why I say it wasn't always good is because I've always recognized that I was a leader.
Okay.
But
As
at the
so many
same
people,
time,
yeah.
I don't mind being a student either.
Wow. In fact, you have to be both.
You have to be both.
All the time.
All the time.
Especially if you're a leader, you've got to be a student somewhere.
Right.
To stay effective as a
Yes.
leader. That's to help somebody right there.
Yes.
So you went to the salon, you had your challenges. How come, why did you not decide then with the challenges, let's go back to the workforce, because I can work an 8 to 5 or a 9 to 5 and know how much I'm going to make, even though what you're doing now is unlimited income.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's because I trusted the vision. I trusted what I saw. I trusted what I felt, regardless of whatever was going on around me.
Right.
Regardless
Wow.
of how I thought the owners were treating me, or
So you had some problems along the way.
yeah, had problems
Yeah.
along the way. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I still had to come to my senses and be like, look, either you're gonna quit now, or you're gonna go ahead and reach for that thing that you see.
Wow.
And I've been reaching and still reaching now
Wow.
to this day.
Like the old folks say, you wretched, honey.
Wretched.
You wretched till you get it. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So let's talk about what brought you into the last few years of understanding, hey, it's time to start transitioning. I've been in the shed
Yes.
and the salon.
Yes.
So now I want to own my own, because
Right.
a lot of people they don't want to go through the process, or they stay in the process too long and don't take the next leap.
Most
It's
definitely.
normally one of two problems.
Most definitely. You know what? I really got to the point where I got tired of being the end. I got tired of being what we say in the church, the tail.
The tail. You know what I saw when you said that? The butt of the bread. That part that most of us throw away. You know, that part that very few people want. You got tired of being that
Right,
piece.
right. And
Yeah.
and by me even, this being brought up in church, I got tired of just naming and claiming. I got tired of just writing it down on a piece of paper but not
Ooh,
executing what I
yes,
see it.
yes,
Decreeing
yes.
and declaring but not working.
Absolutely.
And so I just got to the point, I don't got enough people in my circle. I'm connected to the right leaders, connected
Yeah.
to a lot of different business owners. I can't help but move.
Wow.
Can't help but move now. So
Wow. So
that's
what
it.
was your first step in your movement into owning the experience?
Well, I went and looked.
Okay.
I went and looked to see
You did
what I
something?
want. Yeah, I
Okay.
did something.
Mm-hmm.
I worked. I put a little bit back. I said a little bit
Okay.
because I didn't save. I didn't
Okay.
save.
Wow.
And matter of fact, the opportunity, I moved in my salon a lot sooner than I thought.
Wow.
A
Okay.
lot sooner than I
So
thought.
sometimes we do have to move when we don't have all the money
When
or
you don't
all the
even have it all.
answers. But you had an opportunity.
I had an opportunity.
Oh wow! You told me something the other week I thought was powerful. That the owner of the facility, the building where you're renting
Yes.
for your salon, they came to you finally and said, "What are you going to do?" It something
They
like,
said, he came and called me and said, Gary, do you want it or not?
"Wow!" And that's what we're asking you today. Do
Yes.
you want it or not?
Do you want it or not?
Wow.
And he asked me that, and I could hear frustration when he said that.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the other end of the phone stuttering. Because I'm indecisive, trying to figure out, well, do I really need to take this offer? Is this a really
Yeah.
opportunity? And still knowing on the inside, this is a big God opportunity for me.
It was the right time.
It was the right time, the right moment. And like I said earlier in the show, what you need needs you.
Yeah.
And they came looking for me.
Wow.
And matter of fact, and I moved in with zero down.
Wow.
Moved in with 0 down, and then he turned around and gave me 2 more months free.
What? See, when you move, favor opened up.
Favor opened up.
Sometimes all you have to do is move, and the
Yes.
favor moves with you.
Yes. So I
Wow.
had, then you have 2, so I had 2 months of preparation
Wow.
to just get everything. And everything that
Yeah.
I needed was not hard for me to get, not hard
Right.
for me to purchase.
Yeah.
Thank God for creative parents.
Yeah.
My mom that knows how to paint.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, your
everything
support
just worked
system,
out. My
yeah.
support system was there, and God did it.
Wow.
He did it.
Wow, and you worked along with God. You didn't
Yes.
just sit back and say, God gonna give me a salon, and you sleep until 6 o'clock in the evening every
Yes.
day, waking up saying, thank you, Lord, for the salon, and going back to sleep.
Yes, no.
You did not do that.
No.
And I'm so proud of you. And let me tell you something else about your salon that I'm really proud of. And a lot of times we miss it right there, because in times past, I've missed it right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. You didn't get too much at first.
I didn't.
You know, it's quaint.
Yes.
It's big enough to do what you need.
Yes.
You have 1 shampoo bowl,
Yep.
2 dryers,
Yep.
a lot of clients
Uh-huh.
that are constantly coming,
Yep.
and you making it work.
Yes.
I love that, because a lot of people, I've seen it happen, Gary. They'll go out and get, well, until I can get 10 bowls and 15 hair dryers,
Yes.
I'm not doing it. And then you get overwhelmed because that's more money.
Most definitely. Despise
Yeah.
not small beginnings.
Absolutely. And it gives you room to grow.
Gives me room to grow, add to,
Yes.
you know, and so everybody loves it. Feels like home.
It really does.
Feels like home.
You know, I come there and I love the black and the lime green. It's calming. I love of course, the decor is what I'm saying, but I also love the ambiance, and I don't feel overwhelmed. I've gone into salons, even in my younger days, and they were so big, I wasn't always in the mood for that. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with a big salon. I celebrate that. But I love the fact that I can just go into the experience. It's quaint. It's welcoming.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not chaotic.
No, no.
You know, it really gives you an experience.
It gives
That's
you an
it.
experience.
I'm looking for the right words. It gives you an
Gives
experience.
you an experience.
It does what it says it does.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of the fact that you didn't stop at the shed.
No.
You shall stop at the shed. Everybody has a shed in their lives. It may not be a physical shed, but you have a beginning. And most of the time, we stop at the beginning and don't follow through.
Yes.
But you're a true example of a believer who follows through. And very quickly, I know you have your salon and you own your salon now, but you also are very active in your ministry.
Most definitely.
You know, you understood balance.
Yes.
And you do something on Tuesday night.
On Tuesday nights, it goes down.
Oh, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. at
Mhm.
Destiny Church of Jackson is what we have is called the Prayer Institute.
Wow.
And the Prayer Institute is where leaders and intercessors and business owners, everybody come together and we corporately pray.
I love
we
it.
corporately pray and we strategically pray on certain things, and we just watch God just blow it up.
Wow,
We
wow.
watch God blow it up.
So you have the balance going. You have the relationship with God
Mm-hmm.
that you've made number one.
Yes.
And so therefore, he's making you number one.
He's making me number one.
In your industry and in the things that you're doing. You have the Prayer Institute, so
Mhm.
you're pouring into the ministry that's pouring into you.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I love
Most
that.
definitely.
That is so important. And you're overcoming things all of the time.
Yes.
I love it.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. You went from not knowing if you wanted to do hair, not even thinking you did, to owning your own salon because you continued the journey, even through the hard stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. When you opened your salon, did you have people to change on you?
You know what? Some did and some didn't. But when I opened a salon, one thing I was afraid of, I was afraid to even announce my blessing.
Wow.
Because I didn't want other people to feel like that, oh, he's maybe boasting, or
Okay.
I didn't want them to feel like, oh, you know, he may think he's somewhere where he's
Okay.
not.
Okay.
And I had to check myself and be like, you know,
Yeah.
that's not my problem.
Absolutely.
If you can't handle my level, that's your issue.
Absolutely. Too many folks stop based on what people say or what they
Yes.
think they will
Yes.
say. And there's somebody watching, you're stopping based on naysayers, and they think you know, you're driving a nice car and they're talking about it. You're trying to hide the car around the corner because you don't want people to think you're better than. No. There's a difference in boasting and understanding who you are, what
Yes.
season you're in, and how to use your blessing to bless others.
Most definitely.
And your salon is blessing others.
It is. I believe
Wow,
that. I
wow.
believe it.
That's awesome. I'm sure you have other things that you're about to do.
A lot of things.
Wow.
2018 is going to be like, I need cameras.
Well, you got a camera. You got some lights here. And we're excited to follow you on your journey. I'm sure we're going to have you back
Yes,
again
thank
because
you.
you're doing awesome things. And there are other people who are called to be owners. You're settling for something less than God's absolute best for your life. But I pray that this show with Hot Chocolate and our special guest, Gary Gerard, is encouraging you and inspiring you to go beyond where you've been. To understand obstacles will be there, crazy folk will be there, situations will be there, but God will be there. And as long as you move within the will and the path that he has, he's going to move with you. And I know Gary can attest to that.
Amen.
Amen. We're so glad that you stopped by and joined us.
Thank you for having me. It was such a pleasure. Such a
Absolutely,
pleasure.
absolutely. We wish you all the success and keep doing this and many other great things. And you know, you can go to Facebook and check him out, Gary Gerard, spell it again.
Gary Gerard, Gereau Pearson.
Okay, Pearson. And you can check out more of his styles because he does a whole lot of things. All his colors, he's a color specialist. He studied color and still studying it to become the best in the industry. And I'm just telling you, when you are in Jackson, Tennessee, please stop by the Experience Salon. You will be glad you did. Thank you for joining us. I am Hot Chocolate all over the world, motivating you to your greatest level. I can't wait to do it again for you next week. Join us again.